Alright, on this video we're going to learn on how to do your monthly budget. You're going to look at your monthly pay, and this comes from your checkbook or it comes from your job profile. So I'm using Elias as my example, and he is a photographer and he earns $2,300. His deductions from his pay stub, they take away $658 per month from his check. And you can see that on pay stub where it has all deductions. So you're going to make sure you're looking at all deductions. You have to put savings because they recommend that you always put 10% of your gross income into your savings account for any type of emergency. You lose your job, something happens, you have to put 10% of that. So when I multiply 10% from my 2,300, I'm going to go 2,300 in my calculator times 0.10, and I end up getting $230. So when I subtract these two numbers from my gross income, I end up with 1,412. So what I did here is I just entered in my calculator 2,300 minus 658 minus 230, and I end up with 1412. Then I look at my other worksheet that I have down here, and from this worksheet here you're going to look at the number that you have down at the bottom right here, this number here at the end, okay, this number. You're going to transfer that number over to your worksheet right here. Okay, I'm sorry, right here in this section. So we're gonna have some type of numbers up here that look something similar to this. So here's what he had, 2,300. His deductions were 658. He was saving 230. His net income was 1,442, and his total monthly expenses were $2,003 because that's what he ended up with. So as you can see, he is earning less than what he is spending. So he is spending 2,003 and making 1,412. So he is over budget. So he has to find a way to make this less money because he's not budgeting. Right here it says monthly budget, but he doesn't budget. He's still $600 over his budget. So he's going to have to go back to his section here and start redoing the work here because he's going to have to pick a different house, maybe a different car, and maybe change some of these things around. So the biggest thing I always recommend is you going and changing your home here. So it's a good idea to change your house. And if you remember, if you do change your house, you'll put a new number. So you'll go to your wish list, put a new number here, and whatever this number is, you're going to multiply by 0.3 to get a new number here, and that'll give you a brand new number here. And that should let you make this number be smaller, because if you choose a house that's cheaper, this is where you're going to make the change right here. If you have to change your car, you'll do the same thing. You'll have to make sure that you pick your car, multiply this number by 0.25 to get a number here, And then once you have these three numbers here, you total them to get a new number here. So that is the way you will budget your worksheet on monthly budget, and you should end up coming with a positive number here. Okay, so the last thing you're going to do is net income, what you make and take home, and from the total monthly expenses worksheet, which is down here, this number goes here, and subtract this number from this number to get a balance here that's positive. I will show you guys your chance, and that will be the following lesson.